僕らは宇宙のまで知らないゼロの弦の開くの全ては粒となり再生するそれなら途切れそうな意識もつなぎ止めてみせるよあの時間あの場所で君の時がもう一度始まる
Hello there everybody, it's Subota92 aka Nightmare, and welcome back to Steins Gate 0. Now that in the last episode we had ourselves at what I felt like was a very... It felt like a much needed moment for not only me, but also specifically for Okabe, and that was being able to, even though it was a world line jump itself, but also being able to see Makise, you know, alive again. I felt like it was very much needed for Okabe, honestly. Especially with, you know, how sad it's just been. But, also, to kind of marvel at, well, first off, how great the voice acting was. Like, I myself felt the emotion from the voice actor himself. And one of the comments kind of brought up something very interesting. From context, Mamoru Miyano is always amazing. I happened to watch Zombieland Saga recently just because I heard he was in it, and it was a treat. Not just him, the show was surprisingly good also. The man has such talent, it's crazy. Yeah, honestly, you're not wrong about that. I also found out something very interesting myself. Apparently, this guy also voiced Setsuna from Mobile Suit Gundam 00. Jesus, that's like one of my favorite Gundams. Well, specifically the, you know, series of Gundam. Lord knows there's plenty of that. But that's interesting. I had no idea. I thought the voice sounded a little familiar. Then again, I thought I was just imagining things because it's been a while since I've watched Mobile Suit Gundam. That's interesting. Huh. Alright, let's get back into this. Gina Kagari felt happier and more fulfilled than the people around her thought she was. Her memories were missing. All she had now were memories of when she was young. She'd gone to the past when she was 10, and then got separated from Suzuha. Her memories afterward were a total blank, with the exception of the last few weeks. Her oldest memories, after her childhood, were of the ceiling she saw when she woke up. It was the ceiling of an old temple, with stains here and there that looked like faces. She remembered being a little scared. Shortly after that, she was given to Yanabayashi Shrine.
Kagari-san, お茶飲みますか?
Hello there, Luca.
ありがとう、ルカ君。じゃあ、入れますね。
That was when she met Urushibara Luka. At the time, she hadn't realized that she already knew him. Urushibara Luka was a good friend of her adopted mother, Shinakaga Mayuri. He'd played with her a lot when they were kids. When she was younger, she'd always thought he was a woman. To Kagari's young eyes, he'd been a strong, grown-up woman. Strong? Makes me wonder, Kinda makes me wonder how, you know, desolate future Luca was like. I mean, kinda puts me in the mind that Luca would, you know, be... I'm not entirely sure. Part of me wants to think that she'd become stronger, but just because of how the world was, that's why she had been chosen to become stronger, in a sense. And I need to shut up now. At the time, she'd always wondered why Suzuha had called him Big Brother Luca.
はい、どうぞ。ありがとう。
But the Luca in front of her now was far younger than the one she had known. He looked like a very pretty girl. Not nearly as strong. So she'd only realized that he was the Urushibara Luka she knew after meeting her mother.
この紅茶、なんだか変わった味がする。ローズマリーティー。集中力や記憶力が上がるって聞いて、フェイリスさんに分けてもらったんです。
Rosemary tea, huh? Part of me wants to kind of get back in the habit of brewing tea whenever I record. Improving your memory and finding lost memories seemed like totally different things to her, but she didn't say so. Just the thought made her very happy. Luca, Mama Mayuri, and the rest of Okabe's friends were all trying to help her get her memories back. It would probably make most people nervous, not having their memories. It would be hard, not knowing what you'd experienced. But to be honest, Kagure didn't think she needed to remember. Sometimes it seemed like a memory was about to come back. Each time her mind would roar with a sense of fear and anxiety.
もしかして美味しくなかったですか?
Lucas saw that she'd only taken a sip and stopped, and he seemed worried.
そんなことない。美味しいよ。ただちょっと考え事をしてただけ。考え事？そう。でも大したことないんだ。
She took a sip of the tea, hoping to change the subject.
それにしてもルカ君って本当に男の子?
Everyone else said he was, but still, it just didn't seem right to her.
そうですけど。やっぱりどう見ても女の子にしか見えないよね。そんなこと言われても。そうだ。ねえ、明日一緒にお風呂入ってみる?
What?
そうすればルカ君が本当に男の子なのかどうかわかるでしょ? ダメですよ、そんなの。
I mean, Kagure, no.
どうして？だってそんなの、だって女の人と一緒にお風呂なんてそんな。
Yeah.
お姉さんとは一緒に入ってなかったの？入ってましたけど、それは小さい頃の話で。
I never really understood that, honestly. Taking baths with your sibling, that just kind of freaks me. That would just, even as a kid, I'm pretty sure that would have just freaked me out.
かりさん？ごめんごめん、冗談だよ冗談。ルカ君が可愛いからついからかっちゃった。そんな。でもそういう反応を見せるってことはやっぱり男の子なんだね。最初からそうだって言ってるじゃないですか。
Even when he was upset, he still looked like a girl, she thought.
ご覧のように、こちらのお店では数十種類にも及ぶ食べ物が全部食べ放題なんです。
Food? The TV screen had been showing all kinds of delicious food.
すごいな。
What kind? I hunger! The sight of it almost moved her to tears.
今の時代ってすごいよね。私の知ってる未来とは大違い。そうなんですか？未来の世界ってどんな感じなんです？知りたい？
Kagure, don't! Luca looked a little uncertain. Even though she'd asked, Kagure wasn't certain she should tell him. The future she knew was filled with despair. Everyone struggled desperately to stay alive, hoping that tomorrow would somehow be better. If they knew there was no hope, how would they survive? Wouldn't that also cause a time paradox?
やめておきます。
Oh. Kagure sighed in relief.
その方がいいよ。だって未来は変えられるものだから。未来は変えられる？うん。ママがね、そう言ってた。きっと変えられる。変えてくれるって。変えてくれる。
That's what Mayuri had always told Kagure. That was her tiny light of hope.
なんだっけな。シュタインなんとかって。シュタインズゲートですか？そう。
Roll credits.
それは必ずあるってママは言ってた。
Wait. Now they had to say Steins Gate 0. Damn it!
って言いながら、それが何なのか私もよくわからないんだけど。
Steins Gate. To be honest, Kaguri didn't know exactly what that meant. But each time Mayuri said it, Kaguri had felt warmth in her heart. Someone would come to lead them to Steins Gate. When she thought about that, it gave her hope.
さて、それでは次の特集です。今、世界で記憶の再生技術に関する研究が進められているのはご存知でしょうか。今日はその最先端を走るあるアメリカの大学の特集です。
The news show had finished its food report and had already switched to another topic. Now it was showing a college campus covered in greenery. It was a wide open space that clearly wasn't Japanese. The second she saw it, she suddenly felt dizzy.
こちらはビクトル・コンドリア大学。一見普通のキャンパスに見えるこの大学。しかし、この学内では今、ある大きなプロジェクトが進められています。
The discussion became more technical. It was far beyond what Kaguri, who had only had her memories as a child, could understand. But
チャンネル変えましょうか。あ、待って。
Kaguri stopped him before he could get to the remote.
カガリさん、わかるんですか？うん。脳の構造、記憶を捏造することはできるかっていう話。へえ、すごいですね。僕には難しくて何が何だか。
She suddenly found herself easily understanding what was being said. Why? How? How could she understand this?
そう、そんなに難しい話じゃないよ。記憶は脳の中の海馬っていうところが司ってるんだけど、その中に視上界って呼ばれるところがあるのね。
Did we have that tip already? No, wait, we probably didn't. Granule-shaped cells found near the hippocampal gyrus. Anatomy treats them as distinct from the hippocampus, but the field of neurology often uses the term hippocampus to refer to both of them. Recent research has revealed that neurogenesis occurring in the gyrus dentatus plays an important role in forgetting things. Huh. She was surprised at what she was saying, but the words kept coming anyway.
そこで行われる神経細胞の生産が既存の神経回路の再編を引き起こすの。それによって記憶の忘却が誘発されるんだ。で、この研究チームがマウス実験をしてみたら、記憶の捏造が見られたっていう話。あ、ほら、あの奥の部屋、あそこでマウス実験なんかをしてるの。カガリさん、もしかしてこの大学知ってるんですか？え？
She suddenly realized that Luca was looking confused.
だってなんだか詳しそうな口ぶりでしたし。
Was her memories messed with? The TV was showing something that looked like a lab. The camera went toward the back of the room. A white door opened that led to the next room.
この部屋で行われたマウスを使った実験。それによって研究チームは。
知らない。でも今。
That's right. She wasn't familiar with it. She didn't know anything about any place like this. But
わからない。知らない。けど、なんでだろう。さっきは知ってるような気がしたの。
there was suddenly a piercing pain in the back of her head. It felt like the beginning of something terrifying. She suddenly felt very nervous. Oh, now we're back to Okabe. Something triggered in her brain, apparently.
いいか、おめえの頼みを聞いてやるわけじゃねえ。それだけは忘れるんじゃねえぞ。
Wait, did he ask for the Rounders' help again?
感謝します。
This morning I'd gone to Tennoji and asked him to protect Kagari if something happened. That meant I had to talk to him about his role as a Rounder again. And I had to tell him that Kagari was caught up in something big, too. But since this was the second time I'd had that conversation, I was able to make it go a little smoother. That was only relative to the first time, though. I never wanted to ask him for anything like this ever again.
おい岡部、おめえら一体何に関わってやがる。
それは。
I stopped myself.
話せねえってか。頼み事するだけして随分と虫のいい話だな。
すみません。
だがそれでいい。
え？
What?
情報ってのは最後の切り札だ。そこでペラペラ喋っちまうようなら俺は降りてたぜ。
Oh. Huh.
ま、せいぜい気をつけるんだな。
ありがとうございます。
Thanks, dude.
わかったから。そうやってかしこまんな。どうにもやりにくくてしょうがねえ。
I'm just trying to be polite, man. I bowed to him once more anyway and left the Brawn workshop. Okay, good. So, good. We managed to secure the Rounders' help. Good. I'd managed to get Tennoji's help. And this morning, I'd gotten another person on my side as well. Kiryu Moeka. Yes! Goody! More best girl. She was a lot easier than Tennoji. I checked with Daru last night and found that just like in the old world line, we'd hired her to find out more about Kagari. All I had to do was ask her to keep looking into what Kagari had been doing before she'd come to this town. Now, I'd done everything I could in case something happened. All that was left was to pray that nothing did. Did you? Oh, I got back to the lab where Lukako was waiting. He had a very serious look on his face and he said he needed to talk to me.
実はかがりさんの記憶のことで気になることがあって。
かがりの？
あ、とは言ってもこれが記憶を取り戻すことにつながるかどうかはわからないんですけど。
構わない。気になることがあるなら話してくれ。
はい。
Lucas started to fidget and rub his knees together. Then he looked up at me and slowly opened his mouth.
ゆうべテレビで記憶の研究についての特集をやっていて、アメリカの大学で行われているものだったんですけど、それを見ていたかがりさんがまるでその学校を知っているような口ぶりだったんです。
アメリカの大学？どこの大学だ？
なんだか難しい名前の学校で、確かビクトル・コンドル？
Victor Condor.
ビクトル・コンドリア大学か。
あ、そうです。その学校です。
Victor Condria University. That was where Kurisu had studied. Kagari knew Victor Condria? If that was true, then how? The most obvious possibility was that she went there too. But how would a kid who went missing in Japan go to an American school? And one of the best at that. Of course, it wasn't impossible, but...
どうでしょう。何か手がかりになりそうでしょうか。
さすがにそれだけじゃ何とも言えないが。
そうですか。
Lukako's shoulders slumped in disappointment.
でも手がかりにならないというわけじゃない。
それじゃあ。
ああ、確かめてみる必要はあるな。
Yeah.
改まってお話って何かな？
Hello! Best way to find out was to talk to her directly. Kagari was just about to start work, and she seemed put off by the fact that I'd suddenly asked to speak to her.
話はちょっと待ってくれるか。もう一人呼んであるんだ。
もう一人？
I didn't know a lot about Victor Condria myself. I could ask Kagari what she knew about the school, but I couldn't tell if her information was accurate or not. There was a better person she could ask. Someone who should be here any minute. Maho?
お邪魔します。
Hey! The best way to find out about the school was to ask someone who actually went there. In fact, Maho was, to this day, a part of their brain science lab.
あ、真帆さん、こんにちは。はい、元気？
Maho still didn't know that Kagari was from the future. I'd have to keep her from finding out.
それにしても、本当にクリスに似てるわよね。
I know, right? Mao stared at Kagari, then whispered so that only I could hear. It made sense. I'd been surprised myself. I started by explaining to Maho why I'd brought her here.
じゃあ何？つまり彼女がうちの学校にいたかもしれないっていうの？ちょっと待って、そんなこと言われても私、なんとかトルコドリア大学なんて知らないよ。
Victor Condra-Whatsits.
ビクトル・コンドリア大学。ほらね、名前だってちゃんと覚えてないんだもん。
でも昨日は知っている様子だったんだろう、ルカ子。
はい、奥にある部屋でネズミさんを使った実験を行っているって。そしたらその後本当にその部屋での実験の様子が映って。
カガリはそのことは？
覚えてない。
I couldn't imagine Lukako would lie, or that there would be any point to him doing so. But the same was true for Kagari, too.
漆原さん、その研究室どこだったかわかる？詳しくはわからないんですけど、脳とか記憶とかそんな研究をしているって言ってました。ということは、もしかすると脳科学研究所かもしれないわね。
The Brain Science Lab. That was where...
私が所属しているところよ。
And also where Kurisu worked too.
それじゃあ、もしかしたらカガリはヒアジョーさんやクリスと会っていたかもしれないということか。
あくまでも家庭の話よ。脳科学を研究しているところは一つじゃないし、私のいるところだって陰性だけじゃなく一般の研究者もたくさん出入りしてるもの。私だって研究所にいる人間全員と顔を合わせたわけじゃないわ。ただ同じ日本人となると見かければ記憶には残っているでしょうね。
There's something important I gotta check. Yes! Which meant she didn't remember it. Which meant she probably hadn't met her.
ルカ子、他にカガリのことで気になったことはないか？
カガリさん、時々びっくりするくらい難しいことを知っていたり。私だって難しいことくらい知ってるもん。
Kagari pouted. That was one expression that was totally different than Kurisu's.
例えば？バラとか憂鬱とか。
Oddly specific. Those were just words that were complicated to write in Japanese.
昨日はテレビで記憶の捏造について放送していたんですけど、それもなんだか詳しそうでした。記憶の捏造ね。確かにその研究をしているチームもいるわ。私たちも一度話を聞かせてもらいに行ったもの。
カガリ、今その話はできるのか？
それがよくわからないの。私、本当にそんなことを話してた？
If I didn't know any better, it's almost like Alexis put some treatment on her brain to keep her from talking about certain things that would pop up.
話してましたよ。
She put her hand between her eyebrows and thought. She really didn't remember, it seemed.
今までにこういうことはよくあったのか？
最近まではそれほど。この何日かで急に。
I didn't know how Kaguri could know things about Victorchondria, but it clearly had something to do with her missing memories. If I followed the trail a little longer, I might learn some clues. It was possible I might be able to bring back her memories. Suddenly, she started to moan in pain.
かがりさん、どうしたんですか？ちょっと頭が痛いんですか？
Lukiko was looking at her face, worried.
ちょっぴり。
少し横になるか？
大丈夫。
少し話をせかせすぎたかもしれないな。
そうね。負担が大きかったのかもしれないわね。
Maha was looking worried too.
本当に平気？大丈夫です。ありがとう、先輩。だったらいいのだけど。
Senpai! The conversation was so natural that Maho and I almost missed it.
おい、今。
先輩って。
かがり、君今確かに先輩って呼んだよな。ヒアジョーさんのこと。
嘘。私そんなこと。いいえ、間違いなく言ったわ。漆原さん、あなたも聞いていたわよね。はい。
Oh dear. Senpai, the Japanese word used to address an older classmate or colleague. I just learned that Maho and Kaguri hadn't met at Victorchondria. Did that mean it was just a mistake? The sound of footsteps coming up the stairs distracted me. They were so heavy there was no need to wonder who it was. Hey!
お邪魔してます。
魔法タンも来てたん？
その呼び方はやめて。
足りるかな？ひふみ。
Hmm? He ignored Maho's complaint and started to count the number of people in the room. There was some kind of paper bag in his hands.
よかった。大丈夫みたい。
何が
He
大丈
brought
夫
food or something?
ほら、この前駅前にできたアトルあるでしょ？あそこに美味しそうなプリン売っててさ、たまにはと思って買ってきたんだけど、人数分あるかなって。
Oh! Thank you, Daru. Anytime good for pudding. He put down the bag, opened the box, and started putting the pudding cups on the table.
ダル、後にしろ。
何みんな難しい顔して。僕がこんなん買ってくるの、そんな珍しい？
No, trust me, that's not the case.
まあ確かにその通りだけど、ちょうどバイトで結構な臨時収入が入ったんだよね。仕事ができる上に気配りと収入を持ち合わせている僕に惚れてもいいの？あれ？
He turned the bag over and started shaking it.
スプーンが一人分足りない。さては店員のお姉さん、入れ忘れたな。
使ってないスプーンなら確か流しのところに。あ、私マイスプーン持ってるから。
What? Lukako stood up to get a spoon from the sink, then suddenly stopped. He looked at Kaguri with a confused expression.
かがりさん、マイスプーンなんて持ってましたっけ？
Moon.
かがりさんが持ってたのって。 ウーパのキーホルダーだけだったような。
What?
あれ、そうだよね。おかしいな。なんで私持ってるなんて。
Wait a minute. What? Her own spoon. I'd heard someone say that before. Not many people carried their own spoons around. It was common in Japan to carry around your own personal set of chopsticks lately, but not spoons. Ew. I had known someone who carried around her own spoon. It was Magise Kurisu. Just a moment ago, she'd called Maho Senpai. Did Kagari know Kurisu after all?
なあ、ヒアジョさん。向こうで君のことを先輩と呼ぶ人間は何人いた？
一人だけよ。先輩とか後輩とか、そういう呼び方とか関係は日本独特のものだから。
There was no need to even ask who it was.
私を先輩と呼んでたのはクリスだけ。クリス。
Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, this means that there is one of two possibilities here. I don't think this is actually the Makise Kurisu. I'm not entirely sure on this. I still think this is Kagari, but what if they found a person who looked like Makise? Without Maho's knowledge, mind you. What if somebody, maybe Alexis or Reyes, they tried to implant the memories of Makise into Kagari, thinking that she was Makise? That's the only thing that I could possibly think of, because I'm pretty sure that can't be Makise, can it?
カガリ、君はマキセ・クリスのことを知ってるのか？
クリス、マキセ・クリス。
Did she know her, or was she imitating her? But why would she need to do that?
マキセ・クリス。
Kagari seemed to be desperately searching her memories, but it didn't seem to be working. There was sweat on her forehead. Her headache might still be bothering her.
無理はしなくていい。急いで思い出す必要は。
このままにしとくのもなんだか気持ち悪い。何か思い出せそうなんですか？わかんないからオカリンさん、何か話して。
一体何が何なん？
Trust me, Daro, it's kind of confusing me too. The fact that Kagari responded this strongly to Kurisu's name meant there had to be some relationship. What could there possibly be? The question was this: what had Kagari been doing ever since she separated from Suzuha in 1998? If she never met Maho, did she ever meet Kurisu? Maybe she became friends with Kurisu and learned a lot about her. Then she'd gotten Kurisu's stories mixed up with her own memories? Or, I remembered the machine that Kurisu had developed in the Alpha World line and came up with a certain hypothesis. I quickly told myself that it was impossible. My eyes met Maho's. She nodded.
カガリ、じゃあいくつか質問させてくれ。
For now, I wanted to learn how much Kagari knew about Kurisu.
君の父親はどこにいる？
パパは死んじゃった。子供の頃に。
If her memories were mixed with Kurisu's, she wouldn't say that. Those were Kagari's memories. She said she remembered everything from before she was 10 years old. She'd only lost her memories after she'd separated from Suzuha in 1998. I'd have to go a little deeper.
それじゃあ栗ご飯と言ったら何を思い浮かべる？
栗ご飯？何なの？
答えてくれ、カガリ。
栗ご飯。カメハメハ。
Everyone else seemed confused, but I felt as if my heart was about to stop. How could she know? Kuri Gohan and Kamehameha was Kurisu's A-channel handle. Not only did she keep that a secret, she almost never let anyone know that she posted on A-channel. She never would have told anyone. How could Kaguri know something that only Kurisu should know? More sweat was pouring down Kaguri's forehead. Luca offered her a handkerchief, worried. Kaguri nodded and took it.
かがり、タイムトラベルの主な理論がいくつあるか知っているか？
Mahou looked like she wanted to say something, but I motioned for her to stay quiet.
11
Oh boy. Kaguri spoke clearly as if the answer was the most obvious thing in the world.
全部で11。あれ、違ったかな？
I hadn't expected much when I'd asked the question. I certainly hadn't expected that. The terrifying possibility I'd thought of earlier was becoming more and more real. It was impossible. It had to be. The more I tried to convince myself, the more my fears grew.
11の理論を具体的に説明できるか？
中性子星理論、それからブラックホール理論に高速理論、多気温理論、ワームホール理論、エキゾチック物質理論。
Oh boy. Kaguri was counting with her fingers and speaking with very little hesitation.
宇宙紐理論、量子重力理論、セシウムレーザー光理論、素粒子リングレーザー理論、最後にディラック反粒子理論。全部合ってる。
Maho's voice was hoarse.
ねえ、岡部さん、私どうしてそんなこと知ってるんだろう。
Kaguri looked like she was about to cry a little.
もう一つ聞くが、それらの理論を用いてタイムマシンは作れると思うか？
できないと思う。
ほう。
あ、でもこの11の理論では作れないけど、今後の科学の発展次第ではできなくもないじゃないかな。
どうしてそう思う？
どうして？それはね、どうしてだろう。
じゃあ質問を変えよう。その考え方に行き着いたのはなぜだ？
わかんないけど、ただなんとなく知ってたような。
She knew, huh? That meant the knowledge existed inside of her. But why did she have that knowledge? Had she been to Victor Condrey at some time in the past and met Kurisu there? Maybe they were close friends? So close that Kurisu would share her A-channel nickname, which she never told anyone? And then perhaps she mistook what she'd heard from Kurisu for her own memories? That was the most obvious possibility. But that would go against what Kurisu had said. Kurisu said she didn't really have any close friends in America. She seemed to have developed a solid relationship with Mahou at work, but dark fear in my mind kept growing.
なあ、ヒアジョーさん。アマデウスは凍結されたと言っていたが、アップロードされていたクリスの記憶データってまだ存在するのか？
ええ、多分破棄はされていないはずだけど。
それってどれだけの人間がアクセスできたんだ？
ごく限られた人間だけよ。どこにも公表はしていなかったから。
Oh boy.
私やレスキネン教授、他に助手が何人か、そしてクリス。
ちなみにその記憶データを人間の脳に移植することって可能だったりするよな？
は？
In the otherworld line, Mahou herself, or Dr. Alexis to be precise, had said something about that at the ATF seminar, and I had experienced it myself. Through a machine that digitized human memories, sent them through time, and then back to the same person's brain. It didn't exist in this world line, but I'd once lived in a world line where it was developed in this very room. I'd used it far more times than I had ever wanted to. Because of that experience, I came up with an idea. Terrifying idea. Another way to explain what was happening to Kagari now.
一体何を。
マイスプーンを持ち歩いていたのはクリスなんだ。大学でヒヤジョーさんのことを先輩って呼んでいたのもクリスだけだ。栗ご飯とカメハメハはクリスがアットチャンネルで使っていた小手半だ。知っているのは本人以外だと俺くらいのはずだ。クリスならビクトル・コンドリア大学の研究室のことも知ってる。マウス実験のことも知ってる。11のタイムマシン理論についても知ってる。
オカリンさん、どういうこと？
Kurisu's memories were forcibly injected into your head!
何が言いたいの？
俺の思いついた仮説だ。
I looked around the room at everyone, then back at Kagari.
かがり。もしかしたら君の頭の中にはマキセ・クリスの記憶が移植されているかもしれない。
There it is!
かがりの頭の中にマキセ・クリスの記憶が入ってる。
Oh, this is a hell of a shift! Souza didn't seem as surprised as I had expected. Mao and I asked her some more questions after that. About Victor Condria. About her research. Her answers were all over the place. Some things she knew and some things she didn't. But some of the things she knew were things that only Maho and Kurisu would have known. In the end, instead of being overturned, my hypothesis came out even stronger. All the questions seemed to tire Kagari out, and with Tenoji's permission, Lukako took her home. Maho completely refused to accept what I was saying, but did say before she left that she'd look into whether it was possible to transfer Amadeus' memories data into a human brain. That night, I explained the situation to Suzuha.
それってかがりが二重人格ってこと？
いや、
Oh dear.
そうじゃない。二重人格っていうのは正確には乖離性同一性障害といって誰かの中に別の人格ができることだ。
Yes, thank you very much for, explaining the actual definition of what a multiple personality is.
言うなれば今の自分に対する不満や不安から自らの中に別の人格を作ってしまうようなものだな。
Once in a while, there would be a case where someone would take the personality of the man or woman they'd admired, but usually it was a completely original one.
でもかがりの場合は違う。かがりの中にあるのは人格じゃない。文字通りマキセ・クリスの記憶だけだ。クリスの記憶だけが彼女の頭の中に混在していると考えられる。
That might actually explain quite a lot about why there's a huge gap in her current memories between 1998 and current time. Kagari's memories weren't overwritten. She still had them. So they had mixed together.
なるほど。2036年の技術ではそれは決して不可能な話じゃない。
じゃあ2036年からのタイムトラベラーであるかがりなら十分その可能性はあるということか。
でもさ、かがりたんは10歳より前の記憶はあるわけっしょ？他人の記憶をぶち込まれるなんてことされたら、その時のこと覚えてるはずじゃね？
あの子は幼い頃、たまに神様の声が聞こえるって言っていたような気がする。
The voice of God. That might have been Makise Kurisu then.
幻聴か。それがクリスの記憶からにじみ出てきたものっていうのは考えられる。
Imagine having Makise Kurisu being the voice of God.
ただ未来はこの時代ほどのどかじゃなかった。物資も人も足りてなかったんだ。記憶を移植するなんていう技術は実用化されているとしても軍の機密扱いだよ。一般人のしかも子供に使ったとは思えないな。
かがりは繊細孤児だった。 PTSD を治療するためにそういう技術が使われたということは。
だからって他人の記憶を移植するのはさすがに変だ。
Yeah, that seems kind of confusing.
だな。となると記憶のない時期、1998年以降にその移植が行われた可能性が高くなってくるが。
Right.
2036年なら可能でもさ、今の技術でできるもんなん？
With the brain science lab, kinda.
クリスなら可能だろう。
She'd done it all by herself to make the time leap machine after all. Well, yeah, she was a genius.
かがりに自分の記憶を移植したって？彼女はそんなマッドサイエンティストみたいなことをする人だったの？
Mad scientist. There was no way. It was impossible. It had to be. And there weren't many people as smart as Makise Kurisu. If she didn't do it, I couldn't imagine anyone else would.
そうだよな。突飛な発想すぎるよな。俺だってそう思う。
I might have been getting too attached to my own idea.
でもクリスしか知り得ないことをかがりが知っているのは間違いないんだ。
例えば幽霊になったマキセ氏の魂がかがりたんに乗り移った的なことだったりして。
This is scientific, buddy. We don't have ghosts in science.
お前そんなオカルト話をヒヤジョーさんの前ででも披露してみろ。全力で論破されるぞ。
Yeah, she definitely would.
ですよね。
In the end, I realized there was nothing I could do for Kaguri but watch for a while to see how things went. We were just students, without any kind of specialized knowledge. No matter how much we debated, or what ideas we came up with, we wouldn't be able to find the answer easily.
そういえばダル、ユキさんはどうしてる？
天音氏なら毎日バイト忙しいみたいだよ。
彼女は何のバイトをしているんだった？
ケーキ屋さんって聞いてる。美味しいから一度食べに来てって言われた。
そうそう。でもちょっと遠いんだよね。
だからこそ言ったら喜ばれるんじゃないか。しっかりしてよ、父さん。
あ、はい、さあせん。つうかオカリン、なんでいきなりそんなこと聞くん？
いや、ちょっと気になってな。
That girl in the motorcycle suit. Could that have been Amane Yuki? I still hadn't convinced myself it wasn't her. Also, it's, it's a little bit too, a bit too coincidental that her arm, her left arm specifically, was hurting. If it was, she may be involved in some way with what was happening to Kaguri. But that attack only took place in the other world line. It hadn't happened in this one, so I had no way to tell.
もし彼女のことで何か。
ん？
母さんがどうかしたの？
いや、なんでもない。
I still didn't have any proof. I'd have to just keep an eye on her. My priority right now was Kaguri. What had happened during the time when she'd lost her memories? If I could find that out, I might be able to understand what was about to happen to us. We're gonna jump to Maho now?
それじゃあ始めるわよ。いい？
Oh, sure. Maho came to the lab again the next day. She was there to look at Kaguri's memories. Kaguri had volunteered to work with her. As of yesterday, my hypothesis was still just a hypothesis. And anytime she saw a hypothesis, she wanted to test it. Maybe that's just how scientists were.
まずはこれを見てもらえる？
Maho held up a cell phone. There was a picture displayed on its screen. It was a corridor with white walls and clean white floors, and two people wearing white lab coats were walking down it.
これがどこだかわかる？学校？どこの？ビクトル・コンドリア大学の。この手前に歩いてる人、 彼の名前は？トニー・ブラウン。あだ名は JB。 興奮すると独特のステップを踏むから。
Can we have a side story involving Tony Brown? He sounds interesting.
じゃあこっちの彼女は？わかんない。
どうだ？
彼女も私たち研究者の間ではかなり有名な子よ。クリスだって当然知ってるはずだわ。
仮にカガリがクリスの記憶を持っているとしても、完全に全てを思い出せているわけじゃないみたいだ。
That's how it seemed yesterday, too.
記憶として呼び起こされるものと、そうじゃないものがあるんじゃないのか。
だからってこの程度じゃまだクリスの記憶だと断言はできないわ。彼らのことくらい調べれば誰だってわかることだもの。
Okay, okay. Fair point.
かがりさん、もう少し突っ込んだ質問をしてもいい？去年の冬、私とクリスで映画を見に行ったことがあるの。
ヒアジョーさんとクリスが？
Wait, really?
意外？私たちだってたまには息抜きをする。
Nah, that makes
普段
sense.
は研究ばかりだけど。
Fair point. It was surprising, actually. I hadn't thought that they'd interacted outside of work.
研究でちょっと詰まってた私をあの子が連れ出してくれたのよ。たまたまチケットが2枚あるからって。
Oh, that was nice of her. That's just like how a man asks a girl on a date. She never was any good with that stuff.
その時に見た映画のタイトルわかるかしら？ボブ・ワイナー監督の彼と彼女の予感？
Bob Wiener's His and Her Foreboding? Maho gulped. That must have been the right answer.
それって最近の映画か？聞いたことないが。
20年前の作品、そのリバイバル上映だったのよ。
And Kaguri had guessed it. She'd known the title of a movie that Kurisu and Maho had gone to see together in private. And since it wasn't a major worldwide release, it wasn't something you could get with a lucky guess.
でもそれも誰か目撃していた人がいればわかることよ。
Oh boy.
だが、君が今日そんな質問をするということは予想できなかったはずだ。カガリがそのために細かい情報まで全て暗記したとでも。
It would be impossible, and she didn't have a reason to bother anyway.
私だってそのくらいのこと分かってるわ。
I could tell from the pained expression on her face that Maho was struggling with something. And I was starting to realize what it was. She didn't want to admit it. She didn't want to admit it was possible. It was winter, but Kaguri's forehead was dripping with sweat again. Going through her confused memories may have been putting a lot of stress on her.
これぐらいにしよう。カガリがきつそうだ。
待って、最後にもう一つだけ聞かせて。いいよ、どうぞ。
What's the password to your laptop?
Kaguri nodded and motioned for her to go ahead.
子供の頃、あなたが一番大切にしていたものは何？
Oh.
子供の頃。それはアメリカに移住してからもずっと部屋に置いてあったイルカのぬいぐるみ。水族館に行った時パパが買ってくれた。
Whew. Maho sighed and sunk onto the sofa.
合ってるのか？
昨日クリスのお母さんが電話で教えてくれたわ。このことを知ってるのはクリスとご両親だけ。
それじゃあ。
Oh.
悔しいけどあなたの仮説を否定できない。
そうか。
私 どうなっちゃうのかな。
I don't know. I mean, Kagura, you have somebody else's memories that, you know, they aren't yours. That sounds like it would have some negative repercussions on your actual brain, and that's not good. Didn't have an answer. I didn't even know how this had happened in the first place. The only possibility I could think of was...
かがりさん、付き合わせて悪かったわね。ゆっくり休んで。
Maho stood up with a serious expression on her face.
帰るのか？
ええ。自分なりにまだ検証できることは残っていそうだから。
Yeah, just don't check on Alexis or Reyes. You might get
それじゃあまた。
in trouble. Maho got up and went for the door without bothering to look back. She seemed to be silently shutting out the entire world. All we could do was watch her go. Yeah, I mean, she just found out that her best friend's memories were put into somebody else's head. Yaja Maho stared at her computer monitor in a daze. The rest of the world was still feeling the afterglow of New Year's excitement. Last time she'd come to Japan, it was still in the heat of summer. She'd used her vacation days to come then. Her co-worker, Makise Kurisu, had suddenly died, and she wanted to see the place where she was murdered herself. Maho's feelings for Makise Kurisu were complicated. Until Kurisu had come to her lab, Maho had thought herself a genius. She'd graduated high school after skipping grades and joined a university lab while still in her teens. It was understandable that she'd feel that way. Everyone else said she was a genius too. But her pride was shattered into tiny little pieces by the arrival of Makise Kurisu. Makise Kurisu was the real thing. Maho didn't even come close to her. She'd realized that she could never be as smart as Kurisu. She realized that she didn't want to be beaten by her anyway. It would have been so much easier if she could have hated her. It would have been so much easier to hate Kurisu. Makise Kurisu wouldn't even allow her that much. She was a dedicated scientist, and that dedication carried over to her treatment of Maho too.
先輩のその研究、うまくいけば革命的な成果が得られると思います。私に何かできることがあれば手伝いますから、言ってくださいね。
Someday, she swore she'd surpass her. Someday, she swore she'd make Kurisu say that she was the smarter one. Now that would never happen. Makise Kurisu went away on a trip and never came back. Mao had been told that she'd been attacked by a robber and killed, but it didn't seem real. It felt like she'd come back to the lab any day now and start arguing with the professors with that same self-satisfied smirk on her face. Till then, Maho would work on the Amadeus project so that when Kurisu came back, she would be amazed. Deus. An artificial intelligence that could be loaded with an individual's memories. It was possible to digitize memories by analyzing the nerve signals relating to the memories stored in the temporal lobe. It had been Kurisu, of course, who'd proved it. Then Maho and her team had turned that proof into usable technology. By the time Kurisu got back, she would have it all ready for the next level. He'd show it to Kurisu and astonish her. Even that hope didn't last long. She was suddenly told that the project was cancelled. Of course, she couldn't accept it, but no matter what she said, no matter how many times she argued with the professor, she couldn't get the cancellation overturned. Amadeus went to sleep in the bottom of the lab's server, along with Makise Kurisu's digitized memories. Makise Kurisu's memories. Now they were in the head of another girl. How had that happened? There was only one possibility, if it was possible at all. Just like Okabe Rintaro had said.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hi. The door opened and a large man she knew very well came inside.
Maho, どうしたんだい? まだニューイヤーハリデーのはずだが。
そういう教授こそわざわざ休みの日に出てきてるじゃないですか。
Mao's mentor, Dr. Alexis, was here in Japan for a month-long conference on artificial intelligence. Mao had come with him as his assistant. The conference didn't take place every day, so they spent the time between sessions at the Japanese office, making presentation materials and exchanging emails.
私の場合、休みといっても特にすることもないからね。ホテルにこもっていても息が詰まるだけだし、それならここに来て仕事をしていた方がいい。
だったら私も似たようなものです。
For a researcher, doing research was a hobby. Nothing else, all the scientists Maho knew were like that. Of course, she'd come here today because she'd assumed Dr. Alexis would feel that way.
君にはいろいろとやることがあるだろう。例えば、デートとか。
教授、あんまりしつこいとセクハラで訴えますよ。
Wouldn't blame you.
おっと、それだけは勘弁してくれ。
Dr. Alexis slumped his shoulders in the unique way that Caucasians always overreacted. Huh. I never realized I did that. He seemed intent on bringing Maho and Okabe together. She and Okabe were both friends of Kurisu, so they talked a lot, but there was nothing more to it than that. At least that's what she thought. Probably.
それじゃあ、お詫びというわけじゃないですが、一つ聞いてもいいですか？
訴訟されないで済むのなら何なりと。
じゃあ聞きますけど、アマデウスは今どうなっているんですか？
どうも何も。今のところ進められる目処が立っていないことは君だってよく知っているはずだよ。
それは分かってます。私が聞きたいのはアマデウスのデータはどうなっているかということです。
研究室のサーバーに保管されているね。
誰かがアクセスしたり持ち出したりは？
Alexis's eyes narrowed and he slowly shook his head.
マホ、君がなぜそんな疑問を持ったのか私にはわからないが、エムデウスへのアクセス権はごく限られた一部の人間にしかないし、不正にアクセスされたという事案も起こってはいないはずだ。少なくとも今まで私のところにそのような報告はもたらされていない。
私やクリスの記憶データも？
もちろん。
それじゃあ他に私が知らない人工知能のプロジェクトが動いているなんてこともありませんか？
あるわけがない。我々の研究チームにはマホ、君の力が必要不可欠だ。私たちはクリスという才能を失った。それは大いなる損失だったが、彼女のいなくなった穴を埋められるのは君だけだと思っている。そんな君の知らないところで新たなプロジェクトなどを進めるはずがないだろう。
そうですか。
The compliment felt like a bit too much for her to take at face value. There were a lot of scientists who were always looking to get a leg up on the competition. If someone else got the glory first, everything you worked on until that point would be useless. Even in the same team, there were only a few people you could really trust. But to Maho, Dr. Alexis was one of those people.
質問に対する答えはこれでいいかな？
はい。
では、私からの質問もいいかい？どうして急にそんなことを聞くんだい？
それは。
Oh dear.
もしかして自分の秘密が誰かに漏れていないか心配にでもなったのかな？
まあ、そんなところです。
それなら心配ない。いかにエメデウスとはいえ、本人が秘密にしたいことは喋らないようにできている。君だって知っているはずだよ。それは保存されたデータについても言える。仮に何者かがデータを盗んだところで、本人がどうしても知られたくない部分はブラックボックスになっている。
This is kind of opening up another theory. What if they thought the Kagure was actually Makise? So they tried to... No, wait. She was a kid in 1998. That just... I was about to start a theory, but then I immediately just countered my theory before I even finished formulating it.
エムデウスからはもちろん、記憶データからも取り出すことは不可能だ。秘密が漏れるとしたら、その記憶を持つ生身の人間からだけだね。
記憶を持つ生身の人間。
そう、つまり本人だけということだ。どうだい？少しは安心したかい？
ええ、まあ。
It wasn't that she didn't trust Dr. Alexis, but she couldn't relax until she'd seen for herself that no one had taken the data. Mao only thought it was possible to believe something after you'd seen it yourself. That's how she thought a scientist should be. But right now, she didn't have the access rights to do so. So in the end, she was stuck with her doubts. She knew this was going to happen, but she couldn't stop herself from asking anyway.
あら、二人ともいたのね。
Hey, why? Dr. Reyes walked through the door just as she finished her conversation with the professor.
まったく、せっかくのホリデーだというのに、物好きね。
レイエス教授こそ。
To be fair, I'm still working on a holiday, Reyes.
私はホテルにいてもやることなんてないから。
Mao exchanged a glance with Dr. Alexis, then shrugged. That's just how scientists were.
なになに？なんなのよ。
なんでもないです。
She and Dr. Alexis laughed at Reyes' confusion, but the doubts in her mind lingered. Alright, that seems like a pretty good place for me to go ahead and stop it. Okay, so that's kind of a bombshell to suddenly drop on us. For some reason, Kaguri has Makisei's memories. So part of me is starting to think, perhaps during the earlier days of Amadeus' creation, probably around the time that, maybe around the time that Makisei had died. Possibly. This means it had to be a very short window of time. That Dr. Alexis and his group had basically captured Kaguri and then tried to forcibly insert her memories, or Makisei's memories, into her. Somehow she had managed to get away, but there's that block of memories from 1998 to that time, to current time, that's just gone. Oh my god, the fucking time paradox is because of this. It makes my head hurt. Oh boy, but this is interesting. We now have a character with Makisei's memories. But something is obviously not right. I mean, obviously we already know Reyes and Alexis. They're not good people. They're bad. I'm starting to get a little worried. I'm not entirely sure I'm going to be prepared for whatever the actual case is or not. But that'll come in due time. And if it does break my brain, you guys will probably enjoy me trying to piece everything together as my brain drips onto the carpet. Which I need to cover in newspapers just in case that time actually comes. Because I'm tired of having to clean up my gray cells all over the damn floor. Damn it, Steins Gate Zero. You have way too much fun messing with my damn brain. Hello there everybody, Sabato92 here, and if you like this video, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. And hey, if you guys like my content, then maybe you'd like to check out another channel who I think deserves equal attention. So click that nightmare emblem and check out that channel, or go to the links in the description down below. Once again, thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next video.